Lily loved rainy days. The sound of raindrops tapping against the window pane was like a melody to her ears. She would often sit by the window, her bright red rain boots on, and watch the world outside transform into a watery wonderland. Rainy days meant adventures inside her old house. The house, with its creaky floors and hidden corners, was a treasure trove of secrets waiting to be discovered. One afternoon, thunder boomed, shaking the very walls of the house. Raindrops splashed against her window, creating tiny rivers that raced each other to the bottom. Perfect, thought Lily. This was the ideal day for an indoor adventure. She decided to explore the dusty attic, a place she had always been curious about but never had the courage to venture into alone. Today felt different. Today felt like an adventure. Lily climbed the creaky stairs, each step echoing through the silent house. The stairs seemed to go on forever, winding up into the unknown. Cobwebs clung to her hair like tiny, delicate threads. She brushed them away, feeling a mix of excitement and a little bit of fear. She coughed as dust tickled her nose. The air was thick with it, making her eyes water, but she pressed on, determined to see what secrets the attic held. Finally, she reached the attic door. It was old and worn, with paint peeling off in places. She hesitated for a moment, her hand hovering over the handle. The old handle squeaked as she turned it, the sound echoing in the quiet. The door creaked open, revealing the dimly lit attic. The attic was full of forgotten treasures, boxes piled high, old furniture covered in sheets, and mysterious items peeking out from the shadows. Old toys sat in a corner, their once bright colors now faded and covered in dust. Dolls with missing eyes, toy cars with chipped paint, and a teddy bear missing an ear. A dusty trunk lay open, its contents spilling out. Lily's eyes widened with curiosity. Then she spotted it, a small wooden box tucked under a faded tapestry. It looked ancient, with intricate carvings on its surface. She carefully pulled it out, her heart racing with anticipation. She blew off the dust and opened it, her hands trembling slightly. What could be inside? She wondered. Inside were the most beautiful crayons she had ever seen. They were unlike any crayons she had ever used before. They shimmered with silver and gold, catching the light in a way that made them look almost magical. Lily couldn't believe her eyes. She knew she had found something truly special. Lily picked up a crayon. It felt warm in her hand. She scribbled on the floor. Suddenly, a rainbow burst from the crayon. It swirled and shimmered, forming a doorway in the air. "Wow!" gasped Lily. Curiosity bubbled inside her. She had to see what was on the other side. Holding her breath, Lily stepped into the rainbow. The air tingled around her. When she opened her eyes, she was in a world like no other. Fluffy clouds dotted the lavender sky. Trees with candy-colored leaves swayed in the breeze. A sparkling blue river flowed through fields of giant talking flowers. "This is amazing!" Lily exclaimed, her voice full of awe. Lily couldn't wait to explore this magical place. She saw a bright green crayon. "I wonder," she mused. Lily drew a big, friendly dragon with sparkling wings. As soon as she finished, the drawing came to life. The dragon flapped his wings. He was a beautiful emerald green with scales that shimmered like emeralds. "Hello!" he boomed, his voice deep and rumbly. "My name is Puffy. Thank you for creating me." Lily and Puffy spent the afternoon playing tag in the crystal-clear river. They flew through the candy-colored trees, laughing. Lily felt happier than she had ever been. Lily's little brother Max was looking for her. He heard Lily's laughter coming from the attic. He peeked through the door and gasped. "Wow!" he whispered, spotting the magical world. Max ran to the box of crayons. He grabbed a bright pink one. Without thinking, he scribbled a monster on the floor. The monster sprang to life. It was big and hairy with 10 long arms and a mischievous grin. "Tickle time!" the monster boomed. It chased Lily and Puffy, its long arms tickling them relentlessly. Lily and Puffy laughed so hard that tears streamed down their faces. This was not the kind of fun they had planned. "We have to stop him, Max!" Lily exclaimed, her voice filled with urgency. The forest around them seemed to close in, the trees whispering secrets of the danger that lay ahead. Lily giggled, trying to catch her breath. Despite the tension, her laughter was a brief moment of relief, a reminder of their unbreakable spirit. Max, seeing they were in trouble, grabbed a blue crayon from his pocket. His eyes sparkled with determination, knowing that their creativity was their greatest weapon. He quickly drew a giant feather. his hand moving swiftly and confidently. The crayon glided over the paper, leaving behind a trail of vibrant blue. The feather came to life, floating gently in the air. It shimmered with a magical glow, as if it had a life of its own, ready to assist them in their quest. "Tickle him with this," Max shouted to Lily, his voice echoing through the forest. He knew that laughter was the key to defeating their foe. Lily snatched the feather and tickled the monster. The feather danced in her hand, moving with precision and grace. The monster burst into a fit of laughter. Its deep, rumbling chuckles filled the air, shaking the leaves on the trees. It laughed so hard that it shrunk smaller and smaller until it disappeared. The forest seemed to breathe a sigh of relief as the danger vanished. Lily and Max, exhausted but happy, collapsed onto the soft grass. The sun peeked through the canopy, casting a warm glow on their faces. Puffy the dragon nuzzled them, relieved the tickling had stopped. His scales glistened in the sunlight, and his eyes sparkled with gratitude. "Thank you, Max," Lily said, giving her brother a big hug. "We did it together." Their bond had grown stronger, and they knew that as long as they worked together, they could overcome any challenge. The forest began to return to its peaceful state, with animals cautiously emerging from their hiding spots. Birds chirped happily, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. Hand in hand, Max and Lily walked away, their hearts light and their spirits high. They knew that this adventure was just one of many, and with teamwork, they were ready for whatever came next. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, the world seemed to slow down, embracing the calm and beauty of the evening. The colors blended seamlessly, creating a masterpiece in the sky that felt almost magical. Lily and Max knew it was time to go home. They walked hand in hand, their shadows stretching long behind them as they made their way back. The warmth of the day lingered, and the cool breeze of the evening whispered promises of new adventures. They hugged Puffy goodbye, promising to visit him again soon. Puffy wagged his tail, his eyes full of understanding and affection. He was more than just a pet. He was a loyal friend who had shared in their many escapades. Stepping back through the rainbow doorway, they felt a familiar tingle of excitement. This doorway was no ordinary passage. It was a gateway to endless possibilities, a bridge between the mundane and the extraordinary. They returned to the dusty attic. The room, filled with old memories and forgotten treasures, held a special place in their hearts. It was their secret haven, a place where their imaginations could run wild. The attic seemed different now. The air was charged with a sense of wonder, and the familiar objects around them seemed to glow with a new light. It was as if the room itself had come alive, responding to their dreams and desires. It wasn't just a dusty old room anymore. It had transformed into a magical space, a canvas for their creativity. Every corner held a new surprise, every shadow a hidden story waiting to be discovered. It was a portal to a world of imagination and wonder. Here, they could be anything they wanted to be, go anywhere they wished to go. The boundaries of reality melted away, leaving only the limitless expanse of their minds. The crayons are magic because we use our imaginations, Lily realized. Each stroke of color was a spell, each drawing a doorway to a new adventure. The crayons were tools, but it was their creativity that brought the magic to life. "And because we worked together," Max added. He was right. Their combined efforts amplified the magic, turning simple ideas into grand adventures. Together, they were unstoppable. Max added. He was right. Their bond was their greatest strength, a testament to the power of friendship and collaboration. They knew that as long as they had each other, no challenge was too great. They had faced a challenge and overcome it, together. Their success was a reminder that with determination and teamwork, they could achieve anything. The joy of their accomplishment filled the room, echoing in their laughter and smiles. Lily and Max knew that with imagination and teamwork, they could do anything. The future was a blank canvas, and they were the artists. With every new day, they would continue to explore, create, and dream, knowing that their imaginations held the key to endless possibilities. From that day on, the attic became Lily and Max's secret world. They visited Puffy and the magical land whenever they could. They met talking animals, mischievous fairies, and a wise old tree who told them stories. Each adventure was more exciting than the last. With every colorful scribble, Lily and Max discovered new wonders and learned the power of their own creativity. They knew the magic crayons were a gift that allowed them to create their own happiness and share it with each other. The adventures of Lily and Max remind us that magic exists everywhere, waiting to be discovered. All it takes is a little imagination. So grab your crayons, your paints, or your pencils and let your creativity soar. What magical worlds will you create? What fantastic creatures will you befriend? The possibilities are endless. Remember, the most incredible adventures are the ones we create ourselves.